Yo! Welcome to a brand new video game review. If you have not played this game, well, I guess I should go ahead and say what I'm reviewing, just in case there's any blind people watching and they can't see the, whatever's in the background of this video. This is Doki Literature Club. If you have not played this, don't watch this. Well, if you haven't played this and you know what the twist is, go ahead and watch it. If you have not played this and you do not know what the twist is, go into this game blind. If you like dating sims, you will like this. Just go into this blind. And if you like, I don't think this is a spoiler, if you like the making something creepy that is supposed to be cute, go ahead and go into it too, because this is actually a pretty cool twist. Well, there's a really cool twist at the end and everything. Just go into this blind if you haven't played it. But for those of you who are still watching, let's get into this review. Let's start with all of the characters because while the mechanics are fun, I am not super into dating sims. It's just not something that I'm super into. So what drew me into this basically is I knew there was a twist and I knew it was a creepy one, so I wanted to see what it was. That's basically it. So I went into the game, and I actually really loved it. I think this is like the second dating sim that I've played, maybe. If I remember correctly, I think I played one before this. But what drew me into this game, honestly, is the characters and the story that is drawn out throughout all of it. And some of the mechanics, not the regular dating sim mechanics, I think those are very... I don't know. I just don't like dating sims, to be honest. But I think that the actual mechanics of whenever the world starts glitching and everything is really well done, and I think all of the characters going crazy is really cool. I love this. Everything about it is actually really cool whenever it comes to the mechanics of the world deteriorating. You can go into the files and actually see that some people have been deleted. You can go through and just... There's a lot of extra stuff that really clues you in on what's going to happen before it actually happens. But whenever people are going crazy and stuff, their speeches become more jumbled. Sometimes it flashes through them in bold letters really fast, and everything like that. It's just really cool. But one of the main things that I really like about this game is the characters. So let's very quickly go through all of them. They are extremely... I don't know, I don't want to say shallow, but they basically are. They basically come down to one specific characteristic, and that's it, which really works for this game, especially the whole Monica being the one that's doing all of this and everything. And she literally says that she turned up their base attributes whenever, and that's what made them go crazy. It's weird that Sayori's base attribute was depression, apparently. That's actually freaking insane. But, yeah, let's jump into the characters really fast. Natsuki is the cute one that wants to be taken seriously, but is also super into cute stuff. So, yeah, kind of a weird, I don't know, just a weird contradiction type of thing. Yuri is the depressed one, and she likes creepy stuff and really melancholic, just weird stuff. And the thing that, well, Monica ends up turning up within her personality is her... basically just her being obsessed with you, just her obsessive compulsions and stuff, is what she turns up, and then it ends up leading to her stabbing herself to death, which is a really, really weird scene, and I didn't, I forgot there was a skip button until, I think I sat there for 10 minutes and then remembered there was a skip button. But yeah, it's a really, really weird scene, and I actually really liked it. I thought it fit in with the horror elements and stuff. That scene was actually really, really cool, especially if I'm guessing some people forgot there were skip buttons for a lot longer than I did, unless I'm just an idiot. Maybe. Who knows? Okay, I know for a fact a DDLC fan is gonna comment and be like, oh, you mixed up Natsuki and Yuri. Yeah, I did. I just noticed, too. They both have pink hair. It's not my fault. The first one that I talked about was Yuri. This is Natsuki. Let me go ahead and talk about Yuri, even though we're looking at Natsuki right now, and I'm not gonna go back and change it. No, none of that. Yuri is basically just your best friend and the one that basically just wants to see you happy. But I guess her base attribute is she's just depressed, because that's literally what Monica says, is she turns up the base attributes of them to a ridiculous degree. So I guess her base attribute was that she was depressed. I don't know. All through the game, Monica is basically just the perfect girl in the school, and that's basically all she is. She does everything amazingly perfect. Yeah, and then she ends up being the only one that knows she's in a video game, and she deletes everyone else and leaves us all alone. And, yeah, let's just go ahead and talk about the story since I'm already getting into it with this. It starts out like a regular dating sim where you go to a club because your friend wants you to do it, which is Sayori in the beginning. And then eventually stuff starts getting weird and Sayori ends up hanging herself. And then the game resets and it's really weird. And then Yuri starts acting weird and eventually stabs herself to death. And then Monica ends up being the main bad guy who is basically puppeteering everyone else and eventually just deletes everyone and everything except the club room and you. She knows you're just a player, but she wants to be with you. I mean, I am extremely charming and charismatic, so, 10 out of 10 is what I am. But yeah, that's basically the whole thing, and then at the end, we delete her, everything resets, and then Sayori and everyone is brought back, and then Sayori is the new club leader. Everything seems fine. I actually thought it was gonna be a happy ending. I was super happy. I was like, oh my god, all my girls are still alive, except that loser Monica. And then Sayori ends up going crazy too, and then Monica comes back even though we just now deleted her, and yeah, just deletes the entire world, resets everything, destroys everyone. This is a really, really cool game. I skipped over a lot, and that's because this game is a lot longer than I thought it was. I thought it was only 4 hours. I tried to stream it all on YouTube, or on this. I know I'm going to post this on TikTok too, maybe if it's not too long. But I streamed it there, and I got 2 streams out. It was about 6 hours. I thought the game was only 4 hours long, and then it reset again, and I was like, oh no, okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to stream this again later. And then I ended up not feeling like streaming because honestly nobody really watches my streams and it's pretty boring just talking to myself and streaming. But yeah, that's a whole nother issue that I gotta figure out. Finding more fans, you know what I mean? Wink wink, nudge nudge, hit that subscribe button please. But yeah, that's basically the bare bones of this story. There's a lot of cool extra stuff and everything. A lot of stuff that's new, but yeah, let's go ahead and talk about, since we got the characters and the story, which is why I actually kind of love this game, let's go ahead and talk about something that I thought was a little bit lackluster, but also I'm pretty sure is exactly how other dating sims do it. Basically, you talk to everyone one by one, you choose who you want to talk to, and then there are parts where you make your own poem. Each word can be liked by a different character, and yeah, you just create one with 20 words, and there are trophies within the achievements thing that are getting a poem that is perfect for them, like every single word is perfect for them. I was trying to do it for Yuri, but yeah, I guess she's just really picky about her words. Yeah. I don't know. But yeah. That's basically the whole gameplay is that. And then every once in a while you'll get a really grotesque and shocking thing. The only time that this game actually had me unnerved is whenever you go into the closet with Yuri because she's freaking out because she's I don't know, man. She's got too much testosterone or something, and then she just looks at you with human-like eyes going up and down your body. Just, I am not a piece of meat, Yuri. Okay, God, I am a human being. But yeah, I'm pretty sure she was actually just gonna cut me up there because her whole thing is she's into pocket knives and she likes cutting herself. Yeah, imagine buying this and thinking it's just a regular dating sim. I genuinely wish I didn't even know there was a twist in this game. I knew there was a twist, but I didn't know what it was. Definitely didn't know it would get as dark as it does. Whenever I walked in the room and Sayori was hung by the noose, I was like, Jesus. And then Yuri, I will go ahead and talk about that one scene. I got everything I want to talk about out of the way. We're about to get to the rating, but that one scene is just really cool and unnerving. I think it's awesome. Whenever you hit skip, it's just her dead body there and the camera's on it, and then it goes through the day and night cycle and then back to day. And then whenever Monica sees you next time, she's like, oh, I'm sorry, I completely forgot to write that part out of the I don't know, the database or whatever it's called for making a video game. I'm not a genius whenever it comes to video games, especially not making them. But yeah, she just forgot to write that out of there, so we were stuck there all weekend looking at her dead body. That's awesome. That's like some true supervillain stuff, and I absolutely love it. This is just a really, really cool game. All the characters, all the story, the gameplay isn't my thing, but I'm not super into dating sims. Like I said, don't even know if this is like a normal dating sim. But yeah, I honestly absolutely loved this game. I thought it was a really cool concept, and it was delivered perfectly. I would give this game probably, if it was just the story and the characters, I would probably give it a 9 out of 10, but since the gameplay was just not my thing, honestly, and it was really repetitive, I would probably give it a 8 out of 10. Definitely not bad, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's going to be a lot of people saying that this is a way worse than an 8 out of 10, and a lot of people saying that this is way better than an 8 out of 10. I don't know how the DDLC troop works, though. Yeah, if you're a huge fan of this, definitely comment and tell me. And if you hate this, comment and tell me why. Because, I mean, unless you're just, you don't like really gruesome stuff, or you just think it's too weird. I mean, I can understand that, but like, I don't know why you would hate this game. Unless you just genuinely think the gameplay is too repetitive for the actual story and characters to take up for it, or pick up its slack, I guess. I honestly, if you're into dating sims, tell me other ones that I should play. I've never played an actual one, I don't think, honestly. Yeah. But yeah, this game is a solid 8 out of 10, and you should definitely check it out if you're into horror elements being thrown onto something that's normally cutesy and demure, very mindful. But yeah, 8 out of 10, definitely not bad. Love all of the characters, think they're all awesome, and the story is absolutely amazing. See ya!